They call him the Ghost, but can Sam Goodman haunt one of the most feared boxers on the planet? Inoue, the monster, is unbeaten, untouchable, and unrelenting. But is the Ghost hiding a secret weapon? Have you ever wondered what happens when an unstoppable force meets an immovable object? Boxing fans around the world are about to find out. There's a storm brewing in the ring. Two names, two legacies, one defining fight. On one side, Naoya Inoue, a man so dangerous he's earned the nickname the Monster, feared for his unmatched power and precision. On the other side, Sam Goodman, an undefeated underdog they call the Ghost, a fighter who thrives in the shadows, quietly building a career that's turned doubters into believers. But here's the twist. This isn't just a fight. It's a clash of opposites, a collision of styles and stories that could rewrite the future of boxing. Goodman isn't just stepping into the ring against Inoue, he's stepping into history, with everything to gain and nothing to lose. The stakes couldn't be higher. Inoue has destroyed every opponent in his path, but Goodman's journey is nothing short of extraordinary. From humble beginnings to becoming one of Australia's brightest boxing stars, Goodman's rise is a story of grit, resilience, and the unshakable belief that even the biggest challenges can be overcome. But here's the question no one dares to answer. Is Sam Goodman good enough to beat the monster? This isn't just about skill or power, it's about heart, strategy, and the ability to handle pressure when the whole world is watching. Stick around because today we dive into the incredible rise of Sam Goodman and whether he has what it takes to defy the odds. Sam Goodman wasn't born a boxing prodigy. He didn't come from a dynasty of champions or walk into a gym with cameras waiting to capture his first steps. His story started in Albion Park, a quiet corner of New South Wales, where dreams of glory often seemed far away. But for Goodman, boxing wasn't just a sport, it was an escape, a passion, and a purpose. From the moment he laced up his gloves, Goodman showed something special, not raw power or dazzling speed, but something deeper, an ability to adapt, outthink, and endure. His amateur career wasn't flashy, it was relentless. Over 100 fights, each sharpening his instincts, each preparing him for battles far beyond the small-town gyms where he made his name. When he stepped into the professional ring in 2018, few noticed. No fanfare, no bold predictions. Just another young fighter with a dream. But fight by fight, victory by victory, Goodman began to make people pay attention. His record grew, his skills evolved, and suddenly, the Ghost was haunting the dreams of his opponents. One of the defining moments of Goodman's career came in a fight where the odds turned against him. Facing the undefeated Chainoi Worawut, Goodman injured his left hand early. Most fighters would have folded, but not Sam. He gritted through the pain, relying on strategy and sheer willpower to win a unanimous decision. That fight didn't just prove he could win, it proved he could survive. Yet, for all his victories, there's one question that lingers. Is his climb to the top enough to prepare him for the mountain that is Naoya Inoue? The answer lies in the ring. Goodman has always been the kind of fighter who thrives when the stakes are highest, but this challenge is unlike anything he's ever faced. His journey has brought him here to the edge of something monumental.
I got in this sport to be a world champion, to be undisputed world champion. I get my chance to do that. I ain't letting it go.
The only question is, can he take that final step? If boxing were a battlefield, Naoya Inoue would be its most feared warrior. They call him the Monster, and for good reason. His punches are more than just powerful, they're devastating. The kind that doesn't just end fights, but leaves opponents questioning if they ever belonged in the ring. With an undefeated record of 28 wins, 25 of them by knockout, Inoue has built a legacy on dominance. He doesn't just beat his opponents, he dismantles them with a cold, calculated precision that borders on art. Fighters train for years to avoid a single mistake in the ring, but against Inoue, one mistake is all it takes. A slip, a missed block, and it's lights out. But raw power isn't what makes Inoue truly terrifying. It's the way he uses it. His speed is electric, his accuracy surgical. He doesn't throw punches, he delivers statements. Analysts call him the perfect fighter.
Inoue is on another level, but Sam's very, very confident about what he's doing, and they've obviously taken a step aside at the moment.
And while Inoue's reign feels unshakable, history has taught us that even the most dominant champions can be tested. For Sam Goodman, Inoue isn't just an opponent, he's the ultimate challenge, a fighter who has everything Goodman doesn't. The question isn't whether Inoue is great, that's indisputable. The question is, can he be beaten? And if so, does Sam Goodman have what it takes to do it? And when Sam Goodman and Naoya Inoue face off, the stakes will be nothing short of seismic. Let's start with Goodman. His nickname, the Ghost, isn't just for show. He's a master of movement, slipping punches with precision, staying one step ahead of his opponents. Goodman's style is all about patience and reading the fight like a book. He doesn't rush, he analyzes, he doesn't overpower, he outsmarts. His fights are like puzzles, and he's made a career out of finding the perfect solution. But across the ring stands Naoya Inoue, a fighter who doesn't play by the rules of patience. Inoue doesn't wait, he strikes. His body shots feel like a freight train, and his timing is razor sharp. He pressures opponents into mistakes, and when they falter, he finishes them in a way that feels almost inevitable. This is where the contrast gets fascinating. Goodman thrives in the long game, adapting and evolving as the fight unfolds. Inoue thrives in chaos, creating a storm his opponents can't survive. It's like throwing a storm against a strategist. The question is, can Goodman's calm and collected approach withstand the hurricane that is Inoue? And then there's the mental game. Inoue enters every fight with an air of invincibility, a psychological weapon that leaves opponents second-guessing themselves before the first bell rings. Goodman, on the other hand, thrives as the underdog, unburdened by the weight of expectations. He's used to people underestimating him, and that's when he's at his most dangerous. But what makes this matchup truly compelling is the unknown. For all of Inoue's dominance, no fighter is unbeatable. And for all of Goodman's grit, no one knows if he's ready for a fighter like Inoue. When these two collide, it won't just be a physical contest, it'll be a test of wills, a showcase of what happens when two completely different styles clash. Goodman has studied Inoue, mapped out his weaknesses, and crafted a plan. But will that plan hold up when Inoue unleashes his storm? One thing is certain, when the bell rings, the world will be watching, and the answer will unfold punch by punch, round by round. Only one fighter will walk out with their hand raised, and the other will leave with their dreams shattered. Which will it be? That's the million-dollar question. Every fighter dreams of that one moment, the chance to step into the ring, face the impossible, and prove to the world that they belong among the greats. For Sam Goodman, this is that moment. January 24th isn't just a date, it's destiny. The night when the ghost steps into the spotlight, facing a fighter who seems almost untouchable. But let's be real, the odds aren't in Goodman's favor. Naoya Inoue has crushed champions with ease, leaving a trail of broken dreams in his wake. His power is feared, his technique revered. Fighters don't just lose to Inoue, they're dismantled piece by piece until there's nothing left. So what makes Goodman different? Why should anyone believe he has a chance? The answer lies not in statistics or predictions, but in something you can't measure: heart. Goodman has made a career out of proving people wrong. To win, Goodman will need to fight the perfect fight. One mistake, one slip, and it could all be over in an instant. Inoue is the kind of fighter who doesn't forgive errors. He punishes them. And then there's the pressure. Fighting in Tokyo, on Inoue's home turf, Goodman will have to silence a crowd of thousands, all cheering for their champion. The weight of that moment can break even the strongest fighters. But Goodman isn't just fighting for himself. He's fighting for everyone who's ever dared to believe in the impossible. This isn't just about belts or titles. It's about legacy. If Goodman wins, he doesn't just defeat Inoue. He defies the odds, shocks the world, and writes his name in boxing history. If he loses, he'll have to live with the question that haunts every fighter: what if? So, can the ghost conquer the monster? The truth is, no one knows. That's the beauty of boxing. Anything can happen. One punch can change everything. One round can define a career. For Goodman, every punch, every moment in this fight is about proving he belongs, not just in this ring, but in history. As the bell rings, Inoue comes out fast, sharp, with the confidence of a man who's been here before. His punches are precise, calculated, and dangerous. But Goodman? He's no stranger to adversity. He stays composed, calculating every move, waiting for his moment. It's a battle of tempo. Inoue, relentless and explosive. Goodman, calm and deliberate. What makes this fight so gripping isn't just the clash of styles, it's the stakes. For Inoue, this is about cementing his legacy, showing the world why he's untouchable. For Goodman, it's a chance to rewrite the script, to turn a story of doubt into one of triumph. As the rounds progress, the crowd begins to see something they didn't expect. Goodman isn't breaking. He's dodging, countering, and holding his ground. Every clean shot he lands sends a ripple through the crowd. Goodman finds an opening, and suddenly it's the ghost who's haunting the monster. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Inoue is no stranger to pressure. He's been in wars, faced champions, and emerged victorious every time. His power is still there, lurking, ready to turn the tide in an instant. The question that lingers, the one keeping everyone on the edge of their seats: how far can Goodman go? Can he withstand the barrage? Can he keep finding those openings? Or will the monster prove once again that he's untouchable? This isn't just a fight, it's a battle of wills. A story of courage and survival. Every punch carries years of preparation, every round a lifetime of dreams. And as the fight unfolds, one thing becomes clear. This isn't about who hits harder or moves faster. It's about who wants it more, who's willing to leave everything in the ring. By the end of the night, one man will stand victorious. But until that final bell rings, until the last punch is thrown, the world will be watching, holding its breath, and wondering, can the ghost do the unthinkable? Because in boxing, every second counts, and every fight has the potential to make legends. legends or break them? As the final bell draws closer, the world is left in suspense. Will the ghost outsmart the monster, defying all expectations? Or will Inoue's reign of terror continue? Drop your predictions in the comments below. Will it be the ghost or the monster? And if you're as hooked as we are on this epic showdown, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon, because we'll be bringing you all the action, analysis, and aftermath of this fight. One thing's for sure, boxing history is about to be made, and you won't want to miss a second of it.